Whether it be a nuclear strike, famine, or even an Ebola breakout. When the food shortages run deep, the only way to survive is to prepare in advance. We're going to be talking about hurricanes, typhoons, cyclones. What's the difference? What are these? How devastating are they? Well, we know that they are pretty devastating, and let's take a look at some of these horrific pictures that has happened in the recent years. And let's bow our heads down in silence to recognize those that have lost their lives, unfortunately, in these such sad events. Let's listen to Eric Austin with AccuWeather tell us exactly what the difference is between hurricanes, cyclones, and typhoons.
The only difference is geography. We call a tropical system a hurricane in the Atlantic and Northeast Pacific. In the northern Indian Ocean, they're called cyclones. And people living along the Northwest Pacific call these storms typhoons. Other than when they take place, they are all the same weather phenomenon. In fact, if a hurricane crosses the international date line at 180 degrees west longitude, they become a typhoon. It's happened before. In 2014, Hurricane Genevieve crossed this line into the West Pacific and became Typhoon Genevieve. For AccuWeather, I'm Eric Austin.
Let's get a better understanding of what Bombogenesis by Chief Meteorologist for AccuWeather, Bernie Rayno.
Bombogenesis is a rapid intensification of a storm system. Typically, we see drops of 24 millibars in 24 hours. The locations where it occurs the most is off the eastern seaboard. Cold air along the land, warm air over the water, that's the recipe. When a storm deepens that quickly, the precipitation on the northwest side of the storm increases. Cold air also pours down into the storm center and the winds pick up. So we could easily see snowfall rates of 2 to 4 inches per hour, tremendous amounts of wind producing blowing and drifting of snow, whiteouts, and a complete shutdown of travel.
If you're driving in the wintertime, you need to make sure you have supplies in that vehicle that can save your life. Extra blankets, extra clothes, so you can layer up. If something should happen and you get stranded, are you prepared? It's very important to note that these typhoons, these hurricanes, the cyclones, they can all spawn tornadoes, insane winds. Heavy hail, the size of golf balls, even baseball size or softball size hail. We need to use caution whenever we are out in this type of extreme weather. Also, lightning is a major concern. You'll also have a lot of loss of life. You'll need to possibly organize search parties for those that are missing. Also, fire can become rampant in a storm such as these magnitudes that we're talking about and rage uncontrollably. All of these storms have different intensities and magnifications. If the conditions are right, you can get a severe storm surge that can be completely devastating. If you live in an underlying area at risk for heavy storm surge, you need to always get out, get to safety. You need to think ahead of time. and prepare your family for really any natural disaster that could happen and take place at any moment's notice. You know, we all know it's the obvious things we need: food, water, batteries, a radio for communication, a two-way radio that is, food for your animals. You're also going to be needing maybe a solar powered generator of some sort, even something small, just for lights, to add a little bit of nighttime comfort if you should need it. Also, you're going to want to prepare bug out bags for everyone in your family, just in case you have to leave. Those bug out bags should probably have about 7 days worth of food, water, and other supplies. Some of them being medical EpiPens if that is something your family needs, or even insulin, heart medicines, anything else you may need. You have to think outside of the box. Think in advance. Answer this question and be honest with yourself. Are you really prepared for a natural disaster of any magnitude? If not, take this time now to review some of the things that we mentioned here on this video and get your family prepared. Please like and hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.